another language. Duolingo!
Hello everybody, I'm going to show you all about the new update Duolingo version 2. It's going to be gorgeous. We're really excited about this at the Duolingo Educators Network. And let me show you around, okay? It's the new Duolingo learning path. Don't panic, okay? I am fielding some questions from some colleagues who are like, oh no, how do I explain this to my students? What am I going to do? Don't panic. It's great, okay? First of all, you should just know it's just a skin, all right? It's just like in Minecraft where you change your costume. That's all it is. Duolingo is still the same. It's just that the tree has turned into a path. And yes, of course, this is Minecraft for education. I am a teacher. All right, so right now we've got the Duolingo tree. And it looks like this, and your students can jump around wherever they want, and you can assign whatever you want. This is what's going to happen to it. It's going to be flattened out into a path. And these are screenshots from their blog, and I'll link in the description that blog. And then I'll show you my phone in a couple of seconds, okay? So it's just, the tree is just flattened out into a path. Students can't jump around anymore like they used to. They have to go in order, okay? And what this means is that right here where we had a skill and we had to go through the purple level and then the blue level and then the green level. And then if you were smart, you'd start this one and start the purple level and then go here and do the red level, and then you do the blue level, and then you'd go back and forth moving up the colors of the rainbow until you get to legendary, okay? Well, now all those colors of the rainbow are put out through the path, okay? So this is what they were calling the hover method, but it's spaced repetition, and we love spaced repetition. We know that this is the best brain science for learning. So I'm really excited about the path. Everyone on the Educator Network is really excited about the path. We think it's going to be really, really good for our students. So don't panic. All that's changed is that the tree has gotten flattened out into this path, okay? Now, I'll put the link in the description for the main article that they had, and I'll also put a link for a YouTube video that they put out, okay? We were keeping quiet on it until we were told we could talk about it. So tips, which used to be in each little individual skill, they're now all in what they call a guidebook at the beginning of each unit. So a unit is a collection of lessons, okay? And some of the lessons are related, some of the lessons are calling back to the previous unit to get that spaced repetition. Some of the lessons are just practice, some of them are introducing new material, but it's all exactly the same as you're used to in the regular Duolingo. Nothing has changed, none of the content has changed, it's just the skin has changed. Okay, stories used to be a separate thing, and they're now part of the path, and this will make things a lot easier for us teachers, I think, because right now I've got a lot of students that are forgetting to do their stories, especially if they're doing it on the phone. They don't see, here, I'll just go back. Don't get dizzy while I go back. Oh yeah, right here, there's where I want to be. Right here on the computer, it tells you what your assignments are. Most of my students don't do it on the computer, they do it on their phone, and they're missing that. And even though I go on Microsoft Teams, which we're using as a fakey LMS, and I post it there, and even though I send it to them in an email and I CC their parents, and I put it in Skyward immediately as this is your story for this week, and I post a message in Skyward, and every class starts, and I say, hey guys, this is your story for this week. They're forgetting to do their stories, okay? And the stories are really great because it's all that comprehensible input that we really need. So I'm very excited to see the stories as part of the learning path. Okay. So what does this mean for us as teachers? Let me show you what the path looks like, and let me take you to Duolingo for Schools, and I'll explain a little there. All right, let's see how this works. Let's see, my phone just turns off. So this is the new path, okay? And notice how animated the characters are. And this is a fake account I created so I could test this out. So I'm not very far in it yet because I only do like 1 or 2 a day because I've got other things to teach. Oh, look, I just love how Lily gets like rained on. Yeah, there we go. She's getting rained on. Okay, really cute. My students think it's adorable. They say, oh, look, my fingers are in the way. Sorry about that. My students say it looks like a board game now. Okay, and then notice as you go on, the colors. So I'm all sorry. I'm all like I'm golden already. But here's one I'm not done with yet. Okay, so the colors are not associated with what we're used to. They're not the purple, green, purple, blue, green, red, orange, yellow that we're used to. The colors are now associated with the characters just to be colorful. Okay, so as you go through, the top bar will change, and that's really cute. Let me see. I don't know what I'm doing because it's all backwards when you film, you know. Down at the bottom, that's the home right there. And then if you've got Japanese or Korean loaded, you'll have characters there. And then there's the practice bar, there's trophy, there's a shield that will tell you what badges you have, and then the 3 dots for more. Oh, hold on, let me get to the French one, and I will show you what goes on there. I gotta switch languages. There we go. Come on. Okay, so French and Spanish at the bottom will have the headphones, so you have the listening exercises. Okay, so it's all very easy, very fun, very beautiful. Everything's beautiful. Okay, here we are in my Duolingo for Schools assign page, right here, assign. And at the moment, we can toggle this button right here, skills and stories, okay? Well, it doesn't matter stories anymore because the stories are part of the path. So we don't have to think about that anymore. That's fine. We're going to be living for the moment at this section right here, assign experience points. These buttons will probably be turned off for the moment while the Duolingo for Schools team retools and gets better aligned with the new pathway for Duolingo. So right now, we're going to be able to do whatever XP assignment we want. That's all well and good. And frankly, that's what most of us do anyway, I think, because we know that teaching is kind of like herding cats. Your students can be wherever they are in the path, and you'll just give an experience point assignment for right now. Eventually, we'll be able to assign skills again and maybe even jump to a story, but that's not in the near future because Duolingo is just rolling out the new pathway. And then finally, the last thing I'll say is tell your students not to panic. All their progress is saved. All their progress will be transferred into the new path. What you saw on the phone that I just showed you was a fake account that I created so that I could test the path just in case something didn't mesh. And when we first put me onto the path, Duolingo put me onto the path using my actual account and everything transferred over absolutely perfectly. So don't panic. Tell your students all their progress is saved, okay? It's just that the tree is now stretched out into a path. That's all there is, and we are very excited as educators that spaced repetition is coming back in full force, and I think this will make our job as teachers a lot easier. Have fun with it, and join the Duolingo Educators Network so you can let us know what you think about it. And you get to also help test cool stuff like this with us.
Duolingo. It's the best way for you to learn another language.